Episode 4, You Always Know First. There is a point in every night out where it stops being intentional and starts becoming inevitable. You can feel it before anything actually happens, not dramatically, not even consciously at first, just as a shift in texture. The plan gets faster, the room gets louder, the decisions get looser. The women who were composed an hour ago start moving as if the night is carrying them somewhere they did not fully choose, but no longer intend to resist. Iris always felt that moment first. Not because she was smarter than everyone else, because she had seen enough versions of the same thing to recognize the structure before the details arrived. That was her particular gift, and depending on who you asked, her flaw. She always knew first. She just did not always intervene. That evening began the way dangerous nights often do, quickly. Roxy decided they were all going out and announced it in the group chat as though consensus was the sort of thing other women needed. Lola said she was already ready. Celine asked for the location as if demanding precision might still rescue the plan. Anaya admitted she was tired, but agreed anyway. May said she would come for one. Iris said she would stop by, which in Iris language meant she was already planning her exit. The faster the plan, the less anyone questions it. Getting ready felt different this time. Less ritual, more reaction. Lola changed outfits twice in the time it would have taken Celine to choose one. Roxy was already dressed and already moving with the momentum of someone who treats chaos as proof of vitality. Anaya hesitated between shoes as though the right pair might make the whole evening feel more like a choice. May tied her hair back with the practical grace of a woman who expects to be needed. Iris, of course, was already ready. Again. At the venue, the group arrived together but dispersed almost immediately, which is usually how you can tell a night is beginning to loosen in the wrong places. The music was louder, the lights were lower, and every reflective surface had started encouraging women to become slightly more careless than they intended. Roxy declared it exactly what they needed. Celine said they did not need anything. Roxy told her to speak for herself. Lola checked her phone, smiled, then checked it again. Anaya noticed first, because soft women always notice emotional weather before they admit they do. She asked whether he was coming. Lola said maybe. Celine, who had developed a genuine dislike of maybe when spoken by men, replied exactly as expected. Of course he did. From a slight distance, Iris watched the room rearrange itself around the same patterns she had already seen developing. Lola checking her phone too often. Roxy collecting strangers and possibilities with equal enthusiasm. Anaya agreeing too quickly. May scanning the room the way women do when they are already calculating who is about to need calming down. You do not need to predict people when they have already shown you the pattern. And then Roxy, naturally, escalated the plan. They were going somewhere else afterwards. Somewhere better, which is what women like Roxy always say before things become less interesting and more expensive. May asked where. Roxy did not know yet. Only that it would be better. Celine said that was never how this worked. Then came the smallest shift of the night. Lola's phone lit up again. She read the message. Her expression changed only slightly, but enough. Enough for Iris to notice. Enough for Celine, standing briefly beside her, to realize Iris had noticed too. You see it, Celine said, not as a question, but as an acknowledgement of something she had already accepted about her. Iris adjusted her sleeve and made the smallest sound in response. Celine asked, "And?" Iris said it was early. Celine almost smiled. That was the thing about women like Iris and Celine. They rarely needed a full conversation to say something complete. Meanwhile, May was doing for Anaya what no one ever seemed to do for May, telling her she did not have to stay late. Anaya said she knew, the same way women always say they know something they are not yet capable of acting on. A little later, Lola typed something, deleted it, typed again, sent it, locked her phone. Sometimes the moment that matters looks like nothing. Just a message sent. Just a decision made quietly. Just enough movement to alter the entire direction of a night without anybody else understanding that it has happened yet. And then Iris left. No announcement, no spectacle. Just the subtle choreography of a woman picking up her coat before the room has even registered the possibility of her absence. Roxy asked if she was leaving already. Iris said yes. Roxy asked why. Iris said she had an early morning. She kissed cheeks lightly and disappeared into the kind of London night that always feels more peaceful once you have chosen it over people. That is another thing women misunderstand about leaving early. It does not stop anything from happening. It just means you are not there when it does. Because the night continued. Louder, faster, less grounded. A second location, more fragmentation, a little more glitter over a little less clarity. And at some point, Lola ended up outside, on her phone, no longer smiling. Waiting in that specific posture, women pretend is casual when it is actually all expectation and no dignity left to waste. By then, Iris was already home, shoes off, silence back where it belonged. When Lola's message came through, Iris read it, gave away nothing, and locked her phone again. Some women see the ending first, not because they are smarter, just because they have seen it before. And perhaps that is why they can look so calm while everyone else is still calling it possibility. They already know what it becomes.